The vast darkness of space stretched endlessly, a silent canvas of infinite black punctuated by distant starlight. The USS Defiance moved with calculated precision, its sleek hull cutting through the cosmic void like a sharp blade through silk. Captain Jason Park stood on the bridge, his eyes fixed on the holographic display. Around him, the ship hummed with quiet energy, each system calibrated to near perfection. The crew moved with practiced efficiency, their movements synchronized like a well-orchestrated dance. Nova, the ship's advanced artificial intelligence, projected a series of complex star charts and sector mapping. Multiple alien detection grids flickered in the peripheral vision screens, showing the dense network of Kraltek's monitoring stations. Entering restricted sector in 3 minutes, announced Jiun Choi, the tactical officer. Her fingers danced across the control panel, running multiple simulation scenarios. The Defiance was unlike any standard military vessel. Experimental technology woven into its very structure made it something more than just a warship. Its quantum-adaptive hull could modify its electromagnetic signature in milliseconds, rendering traditional scanning methods almost useless. Sung-Ho Lee, the chief engineer, monitored the ship's experimental quantum disruptor systems. Each component was a masterpiece of human engineering, designed to push the boundaries of conventional space warfare. The system could absorb and redirect energy signatures, turning enemy weapon strikes into potential defensive mechanisms. Stealth systems at maximum efficiency, Sung-Ho reported. His voice was calm, almost monotone, betraying years of professional training. Captain Park nodded, a slight movement that spoke volumes. He understood the significance of their mission. This wasn't just a military operation, it was a statement about humanity's technological evolution and strategic capabilities. The alien Kraltek's monitoring stations began to show unusual energy fluctuations. Something was approaching their heavily controlled sector, something that shouldn't exist according to their technological understanding. Nova calculated potential interaction scenarios with remarkable speed. Probability matrices shifted and realigned with each passing second, presenting multiple strategic options. Incoming scanning beams, Ji-un announced. Her fingers moved swiftly, activating the ship's experimental defensive protocols. The first alien scanning wave passed through the Defiance's vicinity. To the Kraltek's monitoring systems, the human vessel appeared as nothing more than a minor electromagnetic disturbance, a ghost in their intricate detection network. Captain Park allowed himself a minimal smile. Decades of human technological research had culminated in this moment. The element of surprise was their most potent weapon. Massive alien carrier stations began to register the anomalous reading. Communication channels buzzed with confused transmissions. Something was different. Something was wrong. Prepare quantum disruptor sequence, Park commanded. His voice was steady, containing a hint of controlled excitement. The bridge crew responded instantly. Each member understood their role, each movement precise and calculated. They were not just soldiers, they were representatives of humanity's most advanced technological achievement. Nova's holographic interface began displaying potential engagement scenarios. Probability percentages flickered rapidly, showing multiple strategic outcomes. The AI was learning, adapting, preparing for potential confrontations in real time. Sung-Ho Lee checked the experimental shield modulation systems. The technology was so advanced that it could potentially transform incoming enemy weapon strikes into additional energy for the ship's power core. The USS Defiance continued its silent approach. No unnecessary movements, no dramatic gestures. Just pure, calculated technological superiority moving through the cosmic darkness. The Kraltek sector was about to experience something unprecedented. A single human warship was about to challenge an entire established alien military infrastructure. No one on the bridge spoke. They didn't need to. Every system, every crew member was synchronized with a singular purpose. They were here to make a statement that would resonate across the galaxy. The first contact was imminent. The Kralteks had no idea what was coming. The first wave of alien interceptors burst from their massive carrier platforms, their sleek metallic bodies gleaming with advanced weapon systems. They moved in perfect geometric formations, expecting another routine elimination of an intruding vessel. Nova's tactical display lit up with incoming signatures. Each alien fighter represented a complex array of technological capabilities, designed for swift and devastating attacks. They believed the human ship was just another target. Captain Jae-sung Park watched the approaching squadrons with calculated calm. His hands rested lightly on the command interface, fingers ready to initiate defensive sequences. Incoming weapon signatures detected, Ji-hoon Choi reported. Her voice was clinical, professional. Multiple targeting systems attempting lock. The alien fighters approached in a classic arrowhead formation, energy weapons charging. Their communication networks were already predicting a quick and decisive victory. The human vessel appeared small, almost insignificant against their massive technological infrastructure. Sung-ho Lee monitored the experimental shield systems. Each incoming energy pulse was not just a threat, but a potential source of additional power. The quantum adaptive technology could absorb and redirect massive amounts of destructive energy. Quantum absorption rates at 92% efficiency, Sung-ho announced. The first alien weapon strikes hit the Defiance's hull. Instead of causing damage, the energy was rapidly converted and redistributed through the ship's advanced power grid. What should have been a devastating attack became nothing more than a minor energy transfer. The alien fighter squadrons hesitated. Their advanced targeting systems showed impossible data. The human ship wasn't just surviving, it was thriving. Captain Park made his move. Initiate counter-sequence Delta, he commanded. The Defiance suddenly transformed from a passive target to an active predator. Its quantum disruptor cannons emerged from previously hidden compartments, their design so advanced it seemed almost organic. First contact became first combat. The alien fighters found themselves facing an unexpected opponent. Each of their weapon strikes was not just blocked but effectively neutralized. The human ship moved with a fluidity that defied traditional space combat principles. Nova calculated and executed multiple engagement scenarios simultaneously. Where traditional military AI would select one optimal path, Nova explored hundreds of potential strategic outcomes in milliseconds. Alien communication channels erupted in confusion. Their most advanced fighter squadrons were being systematically dismantled by a single unknown vessel. Ji-hoon Choi managed the tactical systems with surgical precision. Her hands moved across the control panels, transforming defensive maneuvers into offensive strategies. Each movement was calculated, each action a deliberate statement of human technological capability. The space around the Defiance became a complex dance of energy weapons, quantum disruptions, and impossible maneuvers. The alien fighters found themselves outmaneuvered at every turn. Sung-ho continued monitoring the experimental systems. The ship wasn't just fighting, it was learning. Each alien weapon strike provided additional data, allowing the quantum adaptive systems to evolve in real time. Shield modulation improving, Sung-ho reported. Absorption efficiency increasing with each engagement. Captain Park observed the unfolding battle with a sense of calm determination. This was more than a military engagement. It was a demonstration of human potential, a statement about their place in the cosmic order. The alien squadrons began to break formation. What had started as a confident attack was rapidly transforming into a desperate retreat. Their most advanced fighters were being systematically neutralized by a single human vessel. Nova projected the battle statistics. 97% of the alien fighter squadrons had been effectively disabled or destroyed. 0 casualties on the human side. As the last alien fighter attempted to retreat, the Defiance's quantum disruptor cannons delivered a final, precise strike. Not to destroy, but to send a clear message. Humanity had arrived. And they were nothing like what the galaxy expected. The initial engagement concluded. The cosmic darkness around the Defiance was filled with disabled alien fighters, silent testament to a technological revolution. Captain Jae-sung Park allowed himself a small, calculated smile. The Kraltek's command center erupted in panicked communications. Their most advanced fighter squadrons had been completely neutralized by a single human vessel that defied every known technological understanding. Chief Engineer Sung-ho Lee worked with intense concentration, his fingers moving across multiple holographic interfaces. The Defiance's experimental systems were performing beyond even their original design parameters. Each alien weapon strike was not just blocked but analyzed, transformed, and integrated into the ship's adaptive technology. Quantum adaptive systems are absorbing and restructuring external energy signatures, Sun-Ho reported. His voice remained calm, almost detached from the intense battle surrounding them. Nova, the ship's artificial intelligence, processed massive amounts of data each millisecond. Where traditional AI systems would struggle, Nova transformed incoming threat information into strategic advantages. It was learning, evolving, becoming something more than a simple computer system. Captain Jason Park studied the holographic battle display. The alien fleet's technological infrastructure was complex but predictable. Humans had always excelled at finding unexpected solutions to seemingly impossible problems. Ji-Eun Choi managed the tactical systems with surgical precision. Her fingers danced across control panels, turning defensive maneuvers into offensive strategies. The Defiance wasn't just fighting, it was demonstrating the unexpected potential of human technological innovation. The alien commanders watched in growing horror. Their scanning systems revealed impossible data. The human ship was not just surviving, it was actively transforming their most advanced weapon technologies into additional power sources. Energy absorption rates exceed 95%, Nova announced. The AI's voice was neutral, but there was an underlying sense of calculated efficiency. Massive energy beams that should have destroyed the Defiance were now being redirected through its quantum adaptive hull. Each strike made the ship stronger, more resilient. The aliens had become unwitting contributors to the ship's increasing power. Sun-Ho continued monitoring the experimental systems. Shield modulation reaching unprecedented levels, he reported. We're converting destructive energy into operational power faster than their weapon systems can generate it. The space around the Defiance became a complex battlefield of light and energy. Alien weapon strikes created beautiful, intricate patterns of redirected power. What should have been a scene of destruction became a demonstration of human technological superiority. Kraltek's communication channels buzzed with increasing panic. Their most advanced technological systems were being systematically overcome by a vessel they had initially considered primitive. Captain Park understood the psychological warfare happening alongside the technological battle. This wasn't just about winning a single engagement. It was about demonstrating humanity's potential to adapt, to transform, to overcome seemingly impossible challenges. Nova continued calculating potential scenarios. The AI had moved beyond simple battle predictions. It was now actively learning from each interaction, each energy transfer, each quantum manipulation. Ji-Eun identified weaknesses in the alien fleet's communication networks. The experimental quantum disruptor systems could now not just block but actively interfere with their command structures. Initiating communication network disruption, she announced. The alien fleet found their advanced technological systems becoming increasingly unreliable. Communication channels fragmented. Weapon targeting systems began to fail. The Defiance was fighting a war on multiple technological fronts simultaneously. Sun-Ho's systems continued their remarkable performance. The ship's experimental quantum adaptive hull was now actively transforming the very nature of space combat. Each incoming energy strike became a source of additional power, each weapon attempt a lesson in human technological innovation. We're rewriting the fundamental understanding of space warfare, Sun-Ho muttered, more to himself than to anyone else. Nova projected battle statistics that seemed impossible. The Defiance was not just surviving, it was systematically dismantling an entire advanced alien technological infrastructure through pure adaptive capability. Captain Park watched the unfolding battle with calm determination. This was more than a military engagement. This was a statement about human potential, about the ability to transform challenges into opportunities. The technological warfare continued, a complex dance of energy, adaptation, and unexpected human innovation. The Kraltek's fleet was about to learn a fundamental lesson: never underestimate human potential. The cosmic battlefield transformed into a complex chess match of technological supremacy. Captain Jason Park understood that this engagement was far more than a simple military confrontation, it was a demonstration of human strategic thinking. Nova projected multiple scenarios simultaneously, each calculation more intricate than traditional military AI could comprehend. The alien fleet's command structure began to crumble under the psychological pressure of an unpredictable opponent. Alien fleet commanders watched in growing desperation as their most advanced weapon systems became increasingly ineffective. The USS Defiance moved through space with a fluidity that defied conventional warfare principles. Ji-Eun Choi managed tactical systems with surgical precision. Her fingers danced across quantum interface panels, turning defensive maneuvers into strategic offensive strikes. Each movement was calculated, each action a deliberate message about human technological capabilities. Targeting secondary communication nodes, she announced. Her voice remained calm, professional. The experimental quantum disruptor systems began to do more than just defend. They started actively dismantling the alien fleet's technological infrastructure. Communication networks fragmented. Weapon targeting systems collapsed. Sung-Ho Lee monitored the ship's adaptive systems. The experimental technology was performing beyond any previous theoretical models. Each alien weapon strike became an opportunity for technological advancement. Quantum adaptive systems at 98% efficiency, Sung-Ho reported. His voice carried a hint of professional pride. Captain Park understood the deeper strategy. This wasn't about destroying the alien fleet, it was about demonstrating humanity's potential for adaptation and innovation. Nova continued its remarkable computational performance. The AI was learning, evolving, transforming each interaction into a strategic advantage. Where traditional computer systems would fail, Nova saw complex patterns and opportunities. The space around the Defiance became a canvas of technological innovation. Energy weapons created intricate patterns of redirected power. What should have been a scene of destruction became a demonstration of human potential. Alien communication channels became increasingly chaotic. Their most advanced technological systems were being systematically dismantled by a vessel they had initially considered insignificant. Initiating comprehensive network disruption, Ji-Eun announced. The experimental quantum disruptor systems did more than block communications. They began to send carefully constructed message sequences that caused maximum psychological confusion among the alien fleet commanders. Sung-Ho's systems continued their remarkable performance. The ship's quantum adaptive hull was rewriting the fundamental understanding of space combat. Each incoming energy strike became a source of additional power, each weapon attempt a lesson in technological superiority. Captain Park watched the unfolding battle with calculated calm. This engagement was a statement about humanity's place in the cosmic order. They were not just another species, they were innovative, adaptable, unpredictable. Nova projected battle statistics that seemed impossible. The Defiance was systematically dismantling an entire advanced alien technological infrastructure through pure adaptive capability. The alien fleet commanders found themselves facing an opponent that didn't follow any known rules of space warfare. The Defiance moved with an intelligence that seemed almost organic, transforming every potential threat into an opportunity. Preparing final strategic sequence, Captain Park commanded. The experimental systems reached their peak performance. Quantum adaptive technologies, experimental shield modulations, and advanced computational strategies combined into a single, devastating display of human potential. The cosmic battlefield fell silent. The alien fleet's most advanced squadrons lay disabled, their communication networks in complete disarray. The USS Defiance remained untouched, a testament to human technological innovation. Captain Jason Park allowed himself a minimal smile. They had done more than win a battle. They had sent a message that would resonate across the galaxy. Humanity had arrived. And they were nothing like anyone expected. The cosmic silence following the battle spoke volumes. Where once a massive alien fleet had existed, now only scattered debris and disabled vessels remained. The USS Defiance hung in space, a silent sentinel of unexpected human capability. Captain Jason Park reviewed the final battle statistics. Nova projected holographic displays showing the comprehensive destruction of the Kraltek's fleet. 97% of enemy vessels disabled. 0 human casualties. Sun-Ho Lee checked the ship's systems. The experimental quantum adaptive technologies had performed beyond any theoretical model. What should have been a suicide mission had transformed into a decisive demonstration of human technological superiority. Damage report, Park commanded. Ji-Yoon Choi's fingers moved across the diagnostic panels. Minimal structural damage, she reported. Quantum adaptive systems functioned at 99.3% efficiency. The implications stretched far beyond this single engagement. This was more than a military victory. It was a message to the entire galactic community about humanity's potential. Nova began processing the broader strategic implications. The AI calculated potential diplomatic and military consequences with remarkable speed. Each data point suggested a fundamental shift in how alien civilizations would perceive human capabilities. Communication intercepts from surviving alien command structures revealed growing panic. Their most advanced technological systems had been completely neutralized by a single human warship. The psychological impact was perhaps more significant than the physical destruction. Preparing standard communication protocol, Captain Park instructed. A carefully constructed message was broadcast across multiple alien communication frequencies. It wasn't a threat. It was a statement. A clear, precise declaration of human intent and capability. Sun-Ho monitored the experimental systems. The ship's quantum adaptive hull continued to process and integrate the massive amounts of data collected during the engagement. Each piece of alien technology became another layer of understanding. The surrounding space told a story of technological revolution. Disabled alien vessels drifted silently, their advanced systems completely overwhelmed by human innovation. It was a cosmic graveyard of technological assumptions. Ji-Yoon continued analyzing the battle data. Multiple alien communication networks are still disrupted, she reported. The tactical implications were profound. They had not just defeated an enemy, they had demonstrated the ability to completely neutralize an advanced technological infrastructure. Nova projected potential future scenarios. Each calculation suggested a fundamental reshaping of galactic power dynamics. Humanity was no longer just another emerging species. They were a technological force to be reckoned with. Captain Park understood the deeper significance. This wasn't about conquest. It was about establishing boundaries. About showing that humanity would not be underestimated or controlled. The experimental quantum disruptor systems continued to pulse with absorbed energy. What the alien fleet had intended as destructive strikes had become the Defiance's additional power source. Sun-Ho's final systems check revealed something extraordinary. The ship had not just survived. It had evolved. The quantum adaptive technologies had integrated alien technological signatures, creating something entirely new. Preparing return course, Park commanded. The USS Defiance began its journey back, leaving behind a transformed sector of space. The alien civilizations would spend years trying to understand what had happened. How a single human vessel could so completely dismantle their most advanced technological systems. Nova calculated the long-term implications. This engagement would become a turning point in galactic understanding of human potential. Ji-Yoon looked at the holographic displays. The battle statistics told a story of innovation, adaptation, and unexpected capability. Message to Earth, Captain Park said softly. Mission accomplished. The Defiance moved through space, a silent testament to human technological innovation. The galaxy would never be the same. As the ship's quantum adaptive systems continued to process the massive amounts of collected data, one thing became clear. Humanity had just announced its arrival on the galactic stage. And they were nothing like anyone expected. The cosmic darkness around them seemed to hold its breath, waiting to see what would come next.